Hey everyone, so this is my run of Reprieve 3. Basically the Shimyu stage 4, I think one of the Transcendence stages. And I think this was the pirate girl. I forgot her name again. Yeah, anyway, I used her as a call, but yeah, I think this was like her stage. They were trying to sell her. And the description is a bit weird. It says that if you inflict that particular amount of debuffs, then the bosses will gain um, the following effects. But the effect seems to be a positive thing. But so I think it's just some translation issue. Basically, if you inflict that amount of debuffs, he will reduce. He will not gain. He will lose that effect because that effect is up every single time. It's just that when you apply, like for example, 6 debuffs, you take away his instant turn rate. And what I mean by instant turn rate is whenever you take a turn, he will take a turn. Whenever you take another turn, he will take another turn. So it's pretty annoying. So right here, it's a very simple thing. What I'm trying to do is push this particular boss back as far as possible with oh my god, I really can't remember anyone's name apparently. But yeah, so I'm just using Chakra to charge up her move, and then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pass her turn to Jack, and then basically just charge up the force gauge passively. Because of how slow they charge theirs, you don't really have to do this. You can just let your teammates take turns. The issue is that I'm not bringing a tank. I'm not bringing any damage mitigation other than Seymour's attack down, I think, and that's about it. So, well, I have Seymour, I have the poison and the enchanting dance as well. So yeah, those are my only forms of mitigation. But if the boss were to just straight up do a HP attack, there's no way for me to actually recover from it. So yeah, that's pretty annoying for me, I would say. Ursula, that's her name, Ursula. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm charging with Ursula. I want to just power through this boss as fast as possible. Right here you can't see where B's turn is, but he's actually not that far off as well. He's about okay, basically after, yeah, there we go. You managed to see his turn. It was actually just after the second C and A's turn. So in case you guys have forgotten or have fought this boss and are having issues with him, he will use that sweepers at the left and right of the boss to do an attack where he will one-shot your party members if the health of the sweepers are more than 50%. So yeah, it is a real pain to deal with. Fairies. This is basically fairy stage. So what you want to do is you want to have some AoEs when he to take the sweepers down to a decent health when the boss is closing to 60%. Because at 59 he will sacrifice the sweepers, and if the sweepers has more than 50% health, he will one shot someone. And he will do it again at 49% or 50%, 49, 50. It's always this health gate. So you want to be a bit more careful during that period, especially from 59 to 49, because it's only like 10%. So it is it's a very risky thing. Sorry, not 49. At 59 to 59 to 39 to 49. Okay, is the first indicator on the boss's health and the last indicator. So I think that's about 10%. It's a very short duration. It's basically one force time or one force echo. So you've got to be very careful that should you be using a force echo, make sure that A and C are either dead when he hits that threshold or less than 50%. Because also there's I'm not sure if it's a glitch or anything, but there was a time when I actually used Ursula's echo, and I killed A and C, and I pushed B below 59%. But for some reason, he summoned them before. So he did the summon, and he called them to attack. But the thing was that they actually did the attack, and one of my party members that I honestly can't remember who. But yeah. So I'm not sure if it's a glitch or not, because later on in this fight you actually see that it happened again, where I actually killed the minions, the ads basically, and the boss resummons them, called them to attack, but they did not attack. So I'm not sure if the previous time where I did that and they actually killed one of my characters, if that was an intended mechanic, or because the turn order was wrong, you know, the boss summoned A and C, but it happened again in the previous time, so I'm not sure exactly why or what is the trigger that caused one of my party members to die, as compared to the second time where I did almost the exact same thing, but none of them died. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure why also. I mean, if one dies, then I guess you have to reset. It's pretty annoying to do, but you know, what can we do about it, right? Also, I've seen a Zack solo this, so you know that might be an option, right? But yeah, I did this. Another thing that I didn't know was when I went in for this, I did not know that boosted characters will not be locked out. So honestly, you can just bring someone like Cloud, you know, Setzer if you want, if you need some mitigation, and who else is boosted? Dogan, Butts. So many options, right? Just bring some mitigation. Just make sure that A and C is dead or dying when you go into your burst sequence, or when he hits that force time. No, sorry, not the force time. That HP threshold. Then you know, you don't have to worry about it after that, because none of the characters will be locked out as well. I brought this team thinking that everyone will be locked out, so I needed like 45 characters. I can't reuse any of them because there's 15 stages. So I brought Jack and I brought Ursula. Also, we really destroyed this boss, because I think they did not update the health. So this boss is still pretty weak. I do not think that this fight had echoes, or if it had, it was the weaker form. It wasn't like the kind that increased by like 90% or something like that, right? So yeah, so there we go. Look at it. I killed the two sweepers, push him below. Oh yeah, I think it was the previous one. Push him below, and none of my characters died. So yeah, you know, or I think it happened in this burst sequence. I think he went below. Okay, this one it was fine. He went below 29. None of the sweepers were above 50%. So yeah, I had no issue. If you needed more AOE, I would suggest use the Echo, the force move right here, because it will actually kill A and C if I'm not wrong. Because a simple move, a simple S1 from Jack, she brought them down below 50%. So I'm pretty sure the force time, the force ability will actually kill them outright. If you need that damage. I'm just putting it out there. Also, another thing to take note is that when you survive that 40% threshold, the 49% threshold, he will actually do this repairing move, and he will actually put a HP sap on the field. If you're in the burst with someone, just make sure that their health, the health damage they take is below 25k. Because it's only that one person taking move, so the health sap only affects that one person. And if that one person has more than 25k health, then that might be an issue. But for me, it happened with 4 more turns in the burst sequence. If you can time it such that he has lesser, or you can, or it finishes the boss with that burst move before, you know, I think that's a bit difficult because it happens at like 40+%. But if you can time it such that you can kill him off and take as little damage, HP damage as possible, then yeah, that would be the most ideal situation. But if not, then it's fine as well. My Jack had 4 more turns and I still meet the HP requirement. So yeah, you know, not very difficult to deal with. Also, the amount of damage that Jack is putting out is insane. I forget how much damage he's able to do just because of the negative brave thing. Yeah, crazy man. So anyway, guys, I'm just gonna end the commentary right here. I finished him off like I think 2 or 3 turns ago. I was basically overkilling him at this point. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Te 応えがなさすぎる。